Hi everyone, in this part about Quadra V-Tech assembly from Cyberpunk 2077, I plan to complete the whole car assembly and install all the missing elements on it. I'll start with the front optics. I got such 130 watt LED light bar. Now I'll try it on to a front part. There's still some extra space in height, which means we can install an LED light bar of some greater power, but I think this one will be quite enough. Standard light bar bindings look insecure, so I designed more reliable brackets. They are inserted into the body slots and hold the spotlight. The brackets will be put on studs that tighten the bumper lamellas. Pretty fast attachment. Now let's see how it shines. The spotlight has a directed light, so it doesn't blind you angle-wise. The daytime running lights will play the role of LED light bar extension on each side of the bumper. They'll be made of a silicone profile. I also designed the case for it and printed it on a 3D printer. For now I'll just try to insert an LED strip into the silicone tube and check how it's gonna look on the car. Everything fits perfectly. I also want to add a turn signal to the daytime running lights. I found a ready-made solution on the car market. This is an address LED strip with an inserted controller. We only need to pull it out of the standard shell and place it in the silicone tube. Now it's time to check how it works. Everything works great. The LED light bar and the daytime running lights with turn signals can also be easily connected to the in-vehicle network of the car. Quadra V-Tech also has either tail lamps or turn repeaters. I'll try to print their lens from the transparent PET plastic. After printing, we need to smooth out all irregularities with sandpaper and then cover the reflector with two-component varnish. The LED tape is used as a light source. Now we need to make the case and install the tail lamps in their place. While the car stands on the scissor jack, I added a baffle which I forgot to make earlier and removed the fixations of the lower part of the bumper. After lowering the car, I turned on the lights again. Looks gorgeous. Now we need to accurately fit the opening to the windshield and put an insert from below. Then we cut about 1 centimeter from above. Now the windshield is placed exactly in the opening. I printed out the lower insert and glued the details together. In order to strengthen it, I applied some fiberglass from below. I treated the surface from the front side with putty mixed with large fiberglass. I made a wrong guess with the dimensions. More properly, the dimensions are right, but I want to close the gap under the hood with the help of this insert. For this purpose I expanded it with fiberglass. Now it's finished. You can see the donor's roof from under the glass, which I wouldn't like to cut for some safety reasons. The upholstering is already well fitted to it. As I said earlier, we need to make silk screen printing at the edges of the glass right as on factory models, or we can just tint the windshield. It's time to completely level Quadra's body. First I'll sand the entire surface and then we'll cover with putty. Of course, I didn't want to do this difficult job, to align the surface after the draft matrices. At first I planned to employ the painting services while I mind my own affairs, but unfortunately finances did not allow this to be done. After 2 weeks, we pretty much managed to level the surface. Before the final painting it'll also be primed, puttied, rubbed, and so on for several times. A downside is that the hands still tremble after working with a power sander. The good point is that I'm actually working on my own author's project. So it's quite possible to make a car for an ordinary person off his own bat. Everything is in your hands. Then I'm going to prime the prepared surface. Since this primer will be rubbed a couple more times, I decided to make some drawings with water-based paint to motivate myself. In addition, I experimentally applied a silkscreen printing to the windshield with rubber paint. In fact, it's just a primer with a crookedly applied pattern, but how good it looks. Although I really like working on Quadra, but for now I'm thinking about to suspend it, cause working on just one project at a time really takes it out of you. I would also like to paint it myself once I started doing this, but this job requires some more spacious garage. And that's all for today. If you liked the video, put your thumb up. See you in the next video.